Hello everyone, my name's UltimoFive and today we are going over the Tenora Prime, the percussive repeater. The Tenora Prime is the prime version of the Tenora from Octavia Prime's release and is obtained by opening a variety of relics that contain said materials in order to make it. Requires a mastery rank of 14, comes with 2 V polarity slots and an Exila's V polarity slot, and because of this the builds on this weapon require 3 forma. And it excels in close and medium range combat and deals with high leveled enemies of all factions in small to slightly large crowds. The Tenora Prime has a lot of buffs when compared to the original Tenora in different areas. These stats would be higher base damage, higher primary critical chance, higher primary critical multiplier, higher primary status chance, higher secondary attack damage, higher secondary critical chance, higher secondary status chance, higher fire rate, and a larger magazine size. Advantages for its primary fire would be that it has near equal physical damage distribution, a very high critical chance, above average critical multiplier, a very high status chance, and fire rate and accuracy increase as the trigger is held down. Advantages for secondary fire would be that it has a very high critical chance, extremely high critical multiplier, a very high status chance, pinpoint accuracy, and an innate 1 meter punch through. Disadvantages for its primary fire, however, would be that it's too reliant on its critical multiplier due to its low base damage. And disadvantages for its secondary fire would be that it has low impact and slash damage, uses 10 ammo per shot, and the weapon fires as soon as it reaches full charge. The elements for the Tenora Prime against the Corpus would be Viral and Electricity. Viral amplifies health damage by 100% for 6 seconds and stacks up to 10 times for a total of 325%. Meanwhile, Electricity stuns the target for 3 seconds and deals 50% base damage per second for 6 seconds. The build's flex slot is bladed rounds and works really well. Due to the Viral procs, Electricity can really help against robotic enemies and help increase damage against Corpus humans. Even though there are a lot of statuses on the weapon, it still works evenly in favor for killing off the Corpus faction. The element for the Tenora Prime against the Corrupted and Grineer will be Viral. The build's flex slot is Argon Scope, and honestly, out of all the tests, is pretty good. It isn't really necessary to have Prime Cryo rounds or any expensive mod in that case to help pull out the huge amount of damage with this weapon due to having high status chance and critical chance. Since the base damage is so low, it really needs the critical multiplier to help, and that is the reason for Argon Scope instead of any other mod. The elements for the Tenora Prime against the Infested will be Viral and Heat. Heat deals 50% base damage per second over 6 seconds while stripping up to 50% armor and causes targets to panic. The build's flex slot is Bladed Rounds, and once you get a kill, boy can it decimate the Infested. Honestly, it just eats them alive like they are nothing and doesn't need an expensive build to even work against them. Just like the other two, except faster, it works really well. For once, I wouldn't suggest changing anything around for any of these builds. I don't think I have suggested this for a weapon build in quite some time, and I was surprised. Heavy Caliber. Even though I would say it is tempting to put on Heavy Caliber, I suggest against it. Primed Cryo rounds actually ends up being better than Heavy Caliber, DPS wise, and you don't even lose accuracy when using it. If you want the damage, then put on Primed Cryo rounds. There are several ways to enhance critical chance and damage for this weapon. For instance, for damage, Rhino's Roar, Nova's Molecular Prime, which makes all sources of damage increase by 100% against primed enemies, Mirage's Eclipse mixed with her Hall Mirrors adds a massive damage bonus during the day or in light, Saren's Toxic Lash mixed with her Spores abilities, and Wisp's Haste Reservoir, which bolsters fire rate, in turn increasing DPS. For critical chance, Harrow's Covenant can add up to 50% critical chance and 200% on headshots. The Adarza Kavat with Cat's Eye can give a 60% critical chance boost, and Smita Kavat with Charm can give a 200% crit chance. Arcane Acceleration. Upon critical hit, 30% chance for 90% fire rate to primary weapons for 9 seconds. Arcane Rage. Upon getting headshot, 15% chance for 180% damage to primary weapons for 24 seconds. Arcane Avenger. Upon being damaged, 21% chance for 45% critical chance for 12 seconds. And Arcane Primary Charger. Upon melee kill, 30% chance for 300% damage to primary weapons for 12 seconds. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more guides on Warframe, please click the like and sub buttons to let me know. And as per usual, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.